Ladies and gentlemen, we're here as another episode, Lab 24 of the
Herman.
world famous, now Herman's first. Herman.
That's true. I'm sorry. You looked at me, so I thought that was my clue. Okay, for the world famous
David.
and Herman 7th grade science show. Today we're going to do a fossil paper. You're going to write about fossils. You have 2 fossils in your packet, not counting the shale that you've been exploring with. 2 fossils. We're going to explore those 2 fossils and then write me a paper. You've got 2 samples in your kit. One is oysters and one is something else. So what I need you to do is find your 2 fossils. First one is a petrified oyster out of Texas. Find it, look closely at it, and see how old it is. Amazing how old these fossils are. It's now a rock, it's no longer oyster. I want you to write me a simple little paper, 3 paragraphs on where it was found, what area that was, how old that area was, something about that area of Texas that was found. Okay? Then the second fossil, they're different ones. Everybody got a different one on the second fossil. Identify where it is, where it came from, what was going on when it was alive, because it'll tell you where it came from, and something about what the life was like when it was there. It's interesting to go back in time and see what you can tell by looking at a fossil and where it was millions of years ago. Okay? Do that, write a paper, and then attach it to a Google Classroom assignment. And I'm going to show you my 2 fossils here. Hi. First part, they have a one of your fossils is oyster, and I cannot pronounce that. There's a Megria. It's 96 million years ago to 97 million years ago. Came out of the Grayson Mall Formation in Texas. It's a simple little oyster. Get your magnifying glass and look at it and see if you can tell something about how old it was when it got covered up and died. Different little defaults in its cover. This one's got some kind of a little growth on the outside of it. Looked like it built up. And I can count the rings, and that might tell me how old it is. You tell me. So write me 3 paragraphs about what you can find out about this little fossil of oyster. Then the second one in your bag, and each one is different, each kit. This one I grabbed, it's a shark's tooth. Little tiny shark's tooth. And the ones I have here, they're not imitation, they're real shark's teeth. Because sharks lose their teeth constantly, so it's not unusual. But if you go to a show or a fair, and a guy's got a tray full of shark's teeth, don't buy them. They're probably Bondo with epoxy in it. So these are real shark's teeth. Again, it'll give you an idea where we found them. I need you to research your little fossil. Some of them are trilobites. And it'll kind of tell you which part of the country, how old they are, and tell me what it was like when they were alive. And then you can look at the shark's teeth and look at the nicks on it. Look at the end is very sharp or the end is not really sharp, depending if it got caught chewing something. Tell me something about your second fossil. Where do you think it came from? How old do you think it is? And attach it to Google Classroom. You got it? Happy fossil hunting.